Hey everyone! It's been a minute, but Heather here with another episode of What's the 411? And today I'm going to give you the 411 on the Yonanas classic frozen treat maker. And that just means I'm going to tell you some things that you need to know to get the very best out of the product. So let's jump right in. The Yonanas classic frozen treat maker uses frozen fruit to create something akin to soft serve ice cream without all of the additives and sugar that you get from soft serve regular ice cream. It uses bananas as the base to create the creaminess that's akin to ice cream, again, without all the sugar. Now, if you are not a fan of bananas, the Yonanas classic frozen treat maker can also process any fruit that you'd like. And it makes something akin to sherbet. So you can mix the bananas all together and still have a great frozen treat. Now, there is a caveat if you should choose to use the classic uh, bananas as the base for your classic Yonanas treat, and that is that your bananas need to achieve cheetah spots before you freeze them, and you want to freeze them for at least 24 hours. And so if you are a baker and you've ever baked banana bread, you know what I mean. You want to wait until your banana peels are spotted and brown uh, before you use them to bake your bread. And it's the same rationale here. It's the cheetah spots or the brown spots that indicate that the natural sugars that are inherent in the fruit have come to the surface. So you want to wait until your banana peels become spotted. Once they are spotted, then you want to go ahead and peel your bananas and freeze them. And I would recommend freezing them for at least 24 hours. Because the next thing you need to do is you need to, before processing them in the Yonanas machine here, you want to leave them out for at least 7 minutes, no more than 10, before processing in the Yonanas machine. Now, if you are choosing to forego bananas altogether and you want to make something akin to sherbet with other fruit, you don't have to wait until that fruit has become spotted, or you don't have to wait at all. You just freeze that fruit. However, when you are ready to process it, you do still wait the 7 to 10 minutes before running it through the Yonanas machine. Okay, so keep that in mind. Another important thing, if you want to explore and make and mix fruits, you can certainly do that to make, for instance, if you want something akin to strawberry ice cream with your bananas, you want to mix some frozen strawberries, fresh strawberries. And so you want to do the same thing. You want to, cut off all of the stems and freeze your strawberries for at least 24 hours, and then also allow them to sit along with your bananas or alone for 7 to 10 minutes prior to running them through the Yonanas machine. Okay, and then you mix. And a good rule of thumb for mixing a fruit with your bananas is you want to alternate. So you want to put in one whole banana and then strawberries, and then another banana, strawberries again. So just alternate your fruit. And then once you're done, mix it all together and you've got something akin to strawberry ice cream, which is really great. Again, without all of the sugars and other things that you can't pronounce that you find in store-bought ice cream. And then also, if you want it hard packed, just put it in a freezer safe container, and you can make sure you kind of flatten it out so that it'll freeze evenly, and then you've got hard packed ice cream without all of the additives and ingredients. Now, you can also add any kind of additives that you'd like if you want to add chocolate chips or cookie pieces, things of that nature. Those don't have to be frozen in the machine prior to utilizing them. You can just again alternate them um, along with any fruit that you put down the chute, and you've got, cookies and cream, quote unquote, or, anything that you'd like. You can really have fun with the machine. And it's also a great way, too, to add some fresh fruit. And if you are an ice creamaholic like me and you're trying to find a way to cut out some of that sugar, but you still want all of the goodness and all the things you like about ice cream without all that sugar, um, this may be a great little machine for you. And speaking of which, the Yonanas Classic machine is made of a heavy-duty plastic. It is really light and easy to carry. I don't even think this weighs more than 2 pounds. So, as long as you can lift at least 2 pounds, you're good. I think it's actually less than that. It's really very, very light. Again, made of heavy duty plastic. And it's made of 5 pieces that are pretty much all dishwasher safe, except for the base here, because it is the base that has the actual electrical cord. And at the end of the presentation, I'll actually take it apart for you and show you all the 5 pieces that are all dishwasher safe. So at the end of your treat making, it's very easy to clean. You just take it apart and put it top rack in your dishwasher, and you're good to go. Now, another important thing that you need to know, and I've got to take out one of the pieces here. This is your plunger, okay? And this right here is your chute, and your fruit goes down this pipe here, and it's going to come out here. So you need a bowl under here to catch all of the fruit as it gets processed out. So I just have a lock and lock bowl, but any bowl will do. And another thing that you need to know is sometimes as you're processing your fruit, it may get stuck down this chute here. Don't worry. It will come down. All you need to do is just add in more fruit and then just push it down, plunge it down, and it'll unhinge the clog, if you will, and everything will start flowing again. Another important thing that you need to know is before loading your fruit, you need to ensure that your Yonanas is plugged in and on. And there is in the back a power button, and I will show that to you. Little red button, there it is. Actually, it's black on the red ones. And you just press this button right here. Let's see if I can get close. You probably can't see it because it's black. Oops, there we go. Let's move that. But you just press this button right here where my finger is, and that powers it on. And you want to make sure it's running prior to putting your fruit down the chute here. So just make sure that everything is flowing there. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and put this. I'll put this to the side here. Another great thing, oops, sorry about that. Put my plunger back in. Another great thing that they do is you get these great books. And I'm just gonna separate them a little bit here. And I'm outside today on my patio because it's actually a pretty nice day here. So if you hear some noise in the background, it's cars and all that great stuff. So don't mind it. All right, the great thing is that they give you this great recipe book, and it shows you how to, you can really be creative. And again, like the other books that I love, it's written in a font that's actually readable. You're like, yay. So it is great. It's like almost 60 pages of nothing but recipes. And you can get as creative as you want. You can get as healthy as you want. Um, you can add you can add additional sugar, but the Yonanas is designed to, if you do use the bananas, um, waiting again allows the natural sugar to come up, and that's what's actually going to sweeten your treat. So you don't have to add sugar, but if you'd like to, you certainly can. You can be as healthy as you want or as not so healthy as you want. The good thing is the choice is up to you. It's really easy to use. And with this book, um, you can really go to town and be as creative as you like. And they even have, like here, just to give you an example, they have mango avocado sorbet. They have a cookies and cream. They have um, like these are great if you like those. I mean, there's you can be as creative as you want or as simple as you want, as you like. Um, and then what I also appreciate is that they've given you this card that explains again that you don't want to freeze your bananas, when they're fresh from the market. You want to wait until again they look spotted like this here. See how you see all the little cheetah spots? That's what you're looking for. That's the Yonanas zone, and that's the zone that you want everything to get, your bananas to get into before processing. And again, if you want to make like strawberry Yonanas, something akin to strawberry ice cream, you can just add frozen strawberries like they're showing you here. You can be as creative as you want, and like the strawberry ice cream or strawberry Yonanas, I should say, it's all in this book, which is really great. So like I said, it's fabulous. And then they also provide you with an operating manual that kind of explains how it works. Just a fabulous piece of equipment. And I will tell you that, at least at the time of this recording, this classic Yonanas, the best price I found was on Amazon. Amazon was having a lightning deal, and it was $30.40 for a silver one. And then I will tell you that it comes in just about every color that you could possibly imagine. There's too many to list, but your price will vary based on the color that you choose. Like this red Yonanas that I have here, at the time of this recording, was selling for $47.50 because I guess red has become really, really popular in kitchen appliances. So typically across various appliances, you're going to pay more for red. But like I said, the lightning deal on Amazon right now for silver was like $30.40. Otherwise, Walmart had the best price at $39.99 for the classic Yonanas. Yonanas also offers a deluxe model, which in addition to this heavy duty plastic, has chrome accents. And the chrome accented model at Walmart at the time of this recording is $69.87. And that on Amazon it was $70.65. And I do believe the only other difference is that the motor is a bit more powerful than the classic version. But frankly, for my money, this classic works fine. But if you're one that you really want the chrome accented one, just realize that you are going to pay more. And again, your price will vary based on the color that you've chosen. Red typically ends up being more expensive than any of the other colors. So do keep that in mind. if you are interested. And it's also worth shopping around because your prices, like I said, will vary. But at least, like I said, at the time of this recording, Amazon with its lightning deal or Walmart at $39.99 are giving you the best price for the classic version. Okay, so do keep that in mind. Another thing you want to consider is, or you may be considering, is okay, well, why should I get this? Who is this best for? If you are someone that is trying to, cut down on your sugar intake, or maybe you have some dietary restrictions and you are lactose intolerant, so ice cream is not, although you love it, it's not really good for you. Um, or like maybe you are a diabetic and you're trying to, maintain your, a dietary regimen that does not include sugar. Or if you're someone that's just trying to make healthier choices, but you like ice cream and you don't want to feel deprived, but you'd like a healthier choice, this is a great alternative for you. Because again, the only sugars that you have are what's naturally occurring in the fruit itself, and so that's great. Also, it's fun. It really is fun. You can really get creative. I've made, strawberry Yonanas, akin to strawberry ice cream. I've made like a cookies and cream, and I've just made straight Yonanas with just the bananas, and it was fabulous. Also, if you're trying to get your children to make healthier choices, and so you want to cut out that ice cream, and it's very expensive. Um, it's fun because you can get your kids involved, and they'll enjoy it too. So this is just a fabulous machine. And like I said, it's really easy to take apart. And so I'm just going to go ahead and show you that now. It may be hard to see, but in the back here where my finger is, there is a lock mechanism, and it shows you how to turn it. And you're just going to turn it and separate it. And there you go. And then here, you just turn it again. Okay, so you have your chute. This is your cone, and it has the cutting mechanism, so that's 2. Okay, then you have 3 and 4. This is your gasket. Okay, and this is your 5th, your plunger. And so all you want to do is put these pieces in the top rack of your dishwasher. And I do a quick wash on my dishwasher because I have a quick wash setting, and it comes up great. So it's really quick, and you just dry it off, and you can, to put it back together is really simple as well. So that is the 411 on the Yonanas. So I hope that you found this video informative, and that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please like and subscribe, because it helps my channel grow and me support my family. Thanks so much.